Now, please welcome to the stage, Nir Regev. Everybody, keep it going for Nir Regev. Welcome to the stage. I need more energy from that table right
there. Guess who's back? To you guys, I might be Nir, but if I'm back in Israel, y'all know that to the Israeli girls, I'm Russell Brand. Sometimes Michael Phelps, if I can pull it off, oh, really? Yeah, just come back here and I'll show you the little gold medals, right upstairs. Come from a long history of womanizers. Grandpa was a womanizer, brother's a womanizer. I got a little bit of it in me, and for years, my grandpa had this closet. It was a mysterious closet. It was locked for 60 years. Everybody wondered what was in it. Some kind of secret from the war? A gun? Nah, just letters from girls all around town because he was a truck driver and Grandpa had to hit every stop in town. Because what Grandma don't know won't hurt her. My grandma was an interesting woman. She always wanted to know if everyone's Jewish. You Jewish? This other person's Jewish. One day I was sitting up, watching the TV, Colin Powell comes up on TV, all of a sudden, Nir. What up, Granny? This man, he's a good man. Is he Jewish? Yeah, Granny. I gotta tell you, I've been in a lot of Asian restaurants lately, and I gotta tell you, Jews have no idea how to use fucking chopsticks. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with those things. I pick them up, I try, everything drops down. Think I need that for another chopstick. Just stick all those, make it into a fork. They never let you learn either. This Asian guy back there always talking, was like, oh, let's go bring him a fork. You'll never learn that way, yes. My brother, back in his womanizing days, in age 14, he met this girl in the city. She was 25, but to her he was 24. And he had a little place in, Midtown, which I'd like to call the Port Authority bus station. So he was Brian to her, came up with a name for him, and back then they didn't have cell phones, there were no IDs, no Facebook, nothing. You could lie as much as you want. And when they would call at the house, they'd be like, oh, Brian. No, Brian's not home, If it was my mom, she'd cover up for him and be like, oh, I'm his roommate, Mom's right down there. I was at the auto car show recently. No? Last week, checking out the cars. I came up with my own car. I got a new concept for a car. It's the car that can transform from when you enter into the ghetto back to the Upper East Side. It's a transforming car. It goes from Honda Civic to Ferrari in 50. No lock needed. Saw Scream recently. I don't want to tell you the ending, but here's the ending. It all ends up being the killer's all doing it for Facebook. And I gotta tell you, I've been on Facebook lately, and I gotta think to myself, there's a special formula I figured out about Facebook. If you want to know who the prettiest girl is, it's very simple. It's the one that has no comments from any other girls whatsoever. Because girls never want to give any compliments. Like, oh, what a slut, little bitch. Every guy out there, is liking every photo. That's the formula. That's how you know. You might look at me, you might think I'm some kind of rock star, musician. I always get it when I walk down the street. But I just pull it off for the girls, I got the little image. For a while I started taking guitar lessons. I thought, maybe this is for me. Maybe I should do this, and after, 2 chords, I started carrying around the case around town. I started getting all kinds of smiles around town. And I realized I don't even really need the guitar, I just need the guitar case. That's all I need to get what I want that night. I was back in Israel, visited a bunch of clubs. And the first thing I learned when I was in Israel, my new Jewish friend came up to me and he was like, Nir, don't say a word in Hebrew. Don't say anything in Hebrew because the girls love Americans. So I was like, all right. So we went that same night, visited the club. I started trying to, put on the moves, be all smooth on this one girl, and eventually she just couldn't hear me. She couldn't hear I was Michael Phelps. So what I needed to do was say it in Hebrew, and all of a sudden like, oh, you imposter! You're not really American at all! And there, I had to go lonely that night. It was a sad night for Nir. Till I went back out at 2 a.m. as my Russell Brand persona, and I was British all over again. Thank you very much.
Keep it going, Nir. Keep it going, Nir. Really, Russell Brand, ladies and gentlemen.